Morning, how are we all doing? I've left my hat in the tractor. It's freezing. Have a check in here. No escape cows. Yeah. Oh, good start already. First here for a change. Off drop at door. How we doing, guys? You lot are hungry, aren't you? You knew. That pen's mucked out. So Andy will get plenty of straw blasted in there. We've got a spare pen, which should be nice. Yeah, I've got to do that. Sort them two brackets out. Somebody mentioned it on TikTok yesterday. Can't believe that we missed it. Yeah, that's no good if they're hanging down. See ya? So me and them, when we were mucking out, talk about loads of different bits of shit. But we were like, when you call somebody Mr. When you call somebody the Mister, when you call somebody Mister and then the surname, it's a bit like, boom, you've told somebody that you respect them straight away.
Yeah, like respect your elders.
That's it, respect your elders, like older generation, just love it.
Yeah.
So, basically Mick Jow's gonna get Mr. Jow all day. Like, we're not gonna call him Mick at all, or Big Mick, or any of them things that he actually likes us calling him.
Mr. Jow.
It's gonna be Mr. Jow. So we're gonna see his reaction on that, because he ain't gonna like it, I don't think. So, getting some cows fed. We have to do this every morning, don't we, Anne? And afternoon.
Yeah. Strange.
It's weird, we never get a break from feeding these cows. Never let us have a day off.
It's Mr. Jow.
Is he coming in? Oh, he is as well. He's here, look. Let's see what he does when he gets out of the car. I want to see a dance. Oh, he's like a bear. A big cuddly teddy bear. Dance for us, mate! I'm not showing him respect. It's Mr. Jow. I called him Mick, didn't I? He wait a bird. He wait a bird. He wait a bird. It's fine. It's fine. Waiting for Emmy yet. I thought I'd show you the wild cows that we've got in the field. The two islands are absolutely lovely, nice and tame. But those other lot, whew, the crackers. If I went in that field, they'd run into the other one. Wild cows. They never really perform as well. Sorry, do you like my hand there? They don't perform as well. It's stressing all the time. So, no good. I like weekends up farm. Everything's a bit more relaxed. Not always got the pressures of the week and meeting deadlines and things like that, and making deliveries. So Mick comes, which always lightens everything because we take a piss out of each other, and yeah, it's a real good team we've got at the minute. I like it. Good energy, good energy. So I think today, apart from doing all feeding and stuff, which we always do, and you know how that works. Most of you know how that works, feeding up and strawing them up every single day. We might move some more straw and hay out of that bay that I was talking about yesterday to try and make a new pen for some grazing cattle that we're going to get. Andy's going at dinner time, so I'm not going to have his help, so I'm not sure how far I'll get with that. But yeah, I think that's the plan. We'll probably do that today. Yeah. Everything will change though, because this is farming and things change like that. Yesterday I did a TikTok live when we were feeding up, which went really well. I enjoyed it. Emma enjoyed it, although she had to leave a little bit early. But this pen here, they're all new, and because I'm was thinking about what I'm saying, well, not necessarily thinking about what I'm saying, but reading comments and stuff like that, I fed these shitloads of barley, so then me and Andy had to come back and shovel it all out. So I guess Andy's really happy that I've done a TikTok live. No, we're fine with it. We all can make mistakes, and I make more than many, so yeah, it's nice that Andy had helped me out and shovel it out. Left the meal in there, it would have really upset him. set the microbes in the stomach. So whenever you move cattle or anything really, like even your own dogs, like if you're putting them onto like a new feed, make sure you make it gradual. So that's why all the new cattle that come in have a little bit of feed and all the hay that they can eat, and then we slowly change that ratio, so less hay, more feed to eat. And well, we don't change the ratio actually, the cows just stop eating the hay and like to eat the high energy feed that we feed them to fatten them on. So yeah, guys want me to give them some feed. In a minute guys, in a minute. These guys that have been here a bit longer aren't as bothered. Hey guys, hey, let's kick this meal in here. Andy's about, popping some straw in. Andy, what happened with that middle aisle? Well, this one here. I think he's pushed him and concertinaed him a bit. I'll sort it out for him in a bit though. Some minerals out to the new cattle. Well done, Em. So I've just been trying to put this straw out with a spreader bale. I'm thinking it's not going very far and it's not going through very well. And it's because Em has left the bands on. You've left the bands on the bale! You numpty! I'm sorting it now. Well, it had me thinking for a while. Why is this machine not working? I can hear him spinning. Job sorted. Got him. Well, that's really improved the amount of straw coming out. Surprise, surprise. We'll get these guys done anyway. Keep them nice and happy. Nice, fresh bed. Every day. The more I think about it, we're like a hotel for cows. Like, if you went to a 5-star hotel, yeah, you'd get your bedding changed every day, but you don't know me, do you? Not in hotels I've stopped in anyway. These guys get changed every day. All you can eat buffet. Booshka, there. Business. Just need a swimming pool. This is how the spreader bale opens up. Then get some bands out. Drive in and just scoop it. Set somewhere level. It says when you cut them bottom bands, it just makes it a little bit more difficult to scoop it up. But we've got it, we've got it. Then I back it off, back the floor off, I mean. Then it pulls it in. I just shut that down and Em can cut them top bands so I don't have that same mistake again, and we'll drop it off ready for tomorrow. Nice one, business. So that's that parked up and I'm gonna go and make the teas and coffees. So I think I should go and do Em.
I don't know.
Make teas and coffees?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll go and do that then.
Well, not for the...
Coffee's delivered. What was that, Andy? Andy couldn't see because the sun is blinding, and yeah, and he's not happy with the mucky windows. He couldn't get a bale in, but it's all right. It's a weekend. We don't care, do we, Em? Andy's just gonna pop that bale of hay in there with I'll probably give him a hand actually. Then Em will get on and unwrap it for us. Business.
Try an orbit. What?
It's not, no, it shouldn't spin.
It is, watch. I know it shouldn't, but it is.
It's spinning that, Em.
Yeah, I know, it shouldn't.
Get your hand in oil.
I'll try and get it all back in.
Like that.
Yeah.
Wonder whether we ought to put some Loctite. Just coming off now. These captive nuts are shit, aren't they?
Yep.
Great success. We've got it off. Fingers crossed. We've sorted it. What do you reckon, Mr. Joe?
Business.
Just said end at bolt's a bit knackered. We haven't tried that going in yet, have we?
Not properly.
I hope it does it. Try cutting it down or something.
Could do.
Get it in vice. What we've had to do is we found a 19mm bolt. I'm not quite sure why they use threaded bar, but I'm sure there is a reason. But the bolt was a little bit too long, so we just put a nut at the other side. And hopefully this will work, unless there's a reason why they've used a threaded bar instead of a bolt. But I can't think of the reason. So I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping it's a good job. I'm messing around with this because Andy's been putting the bales out and I don't fancy it working there while Andy's putting them out. Not that I don't trust Andy, but it's just a bit dangerous. What was that, Andy?
Yeah, look what I found, Joe. Remember this?
I went through the roof earlier this year when I was stacking bales, and me and Andy spent a nice quite hot day, weren't it?
Yeah, really warm.
Really warm, putting roof sheets back on.
6, wasn't it? 6?
Yeah.
Full of sheets.
It looked like there was just like one that had gone through, but I'd cracked a fair few. Did I crack the beam as well?
The beam,
Yeah. Made a proper job of it. I don't mess about. I don't do things second rate. Me and Em have been debating on which way it goes round, so do you want to just show for future reference, Em, and then I can look back at this YouTube and be like, yeah, it was that way round.
Right, that, then that goes flat back.
And initially we had this the other way around. I had to take this disc off again and sort that. So the disc goes on that way around, look.
Yep, and then that sits nicely in there.
It sits in there. And then...
If I put this on for you.
Yeah. Well, let's put some Loctite on. Right,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going, guys, because I'm putting Loctite on. Loctited up. Let's go, Em.
Let's go, come on.
Lined up.
Close enough.
This looks like it's going to go in a long way here. Isn't it? Is this how far it must have come out?
Well, it's got to have done if that's how long the bolt was.
Oh, yeah. True. This can't be right, this Em.
I'm not happy with that.
That's not right, is it?
150%.
Oh my god! No good, is it, mate?
Basic.
So we're going to change this and flip it round other way, so then we tie her in that way, if anybody knows what we mean. Let's go. We got it flipped round.
That goes on there. Line my oil up.
That on there.
Yep.
And then maybe I'll get Big Mick to do a time lapse of this, because it might take forever. So now it's just a case of putting this on. Andy is the cameraman right now. Your repertoire of things you can do, Andy, is just expanding all the time, isn't it? Do you know when like an easy job just goes tits up? Then in a minute Andy will say, he hasn't recorded any of this. I'll say good, because it's a load of shit. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to fuck that bolt off at the bottom there and just put a bolt in top. Does that sound like a plan, Andy? Is that acceptable for your...
No, not
your
really,
straw
Joe. No. Don't do budgets.
Right, you've got a work job. It's a job. I thought we were going to bounce about so much, is it?
Might do. We'll see what it's like with time.
Should just get the welder out, really.
Welder out?
Yeah.
And then it's making life hard next time.
What's it like? It's alright as long as Andy doesn't back into something.
That's where skills come in handy.
Yeah, stuff for job, that's it. Fix. Idea, because we've got no captive bolts. We'll get a tie wrap and we'll tie wrap that on because it's not holding anything. It's just holding the guard on, and that guard like weighs nothing. So I'm sure a tie wrap will sort the job. I'd normally use bale band, but I think that might get caught up in it. And it's not very professional, is it? Tie wrap's really professional. Got a proper Mr. Hot job. We've been to find us tie wrap, and Andy's got it done. Ticked off, eh, Andy?
Yeah.
Ticked off. Andy has got it all fixed, and look, it works. Great success. So now we'll actually be able to see the what the floor's doing, because we didn't know before, apart from just knowing on the buttons and listening. Because it's going to be me on the straw blower tomorrow, and I've not been on it for a long time. A few weeks, I think it is. So, yeah, I'll know what I'm doing. How fast are your showers?
16 seconds done and dusted.
Jane says something else is 16 seconds done and dusted.
She don't call me Minute Mick for now.
Get what done, Mick?
My bike wheels powder coated.
You love that bike, don't you? What is it?
The business.
Suzuki Hayabusa.
Off.
Oh, we just had a little bit of news over dinner, haven't we? Got ourselves a proper celebrity. Clothing companies wanting to send them some bits and bobs. Star of the show, eh, Mick?
Always. She's a good lass.
They would have sent Mick some, but
Fuck off.
they ain't got no tartan there.
You were going to say no sizes.
I might have said that, Mick, if you didn't say the F word to me. Em's had a go at feeding up. She piled it up like a mountain. It's like Mount Everest. And it's spilling out the sides, but not a bad first effort. She knows not to pile it up like this much now. So I'm just, I'm out of breath because I'm pulling it back down so that we don't lose it all. But not a bad first effort, really. Just had a friend of mine, Richard, come down in his Land Rover Defender TD5. Wish I could have got some shots for it for YouTube, but we were at the time, and the reason that he came down is because we were doing a TikTok live, which went really, really well. Like, it's not something that me and Em have really done much of, but yeah, quite enjoyed it actually. Quite like the positive comments that we're getting, and showing people he's doing a feed mix. Em was doing a bit of tractor driving, and so now Em's doing a bit of feeding round with my dad at the side, just to keep an eye on her and make sure she is doing the right thing. She knows how to do the right thing, but you know, it's always good to just have somebody with experience sat at the side of it. Yeah, so they're doing that, and I'm just gonna do part of a mix ready for tomorrow, just to make Sundays a little bit easier. So I'm on the 9 metre. So yeah, if anybody wants to follow Richard, who maybe you might have seen a TikTok live earlier, it's Mr. B Yorkshire Farmer. If you look on my TikTok, I only follow like 20 people, and he is on there, so he's easy to find. Just remember Mr. B Yorkshire Farmer. Head over there and you'll find him. He's got some good videos of ploughing and big arable tractors, because he works on a big arable farm. He works for, I'm not going to tell you the name of the people he works for, but I call them the Cray Twins. So when they're watching this, they'll know what I mean. So a little bit of a private joke there. There's getting some feeding done while I get this mix sorted. I've put my own pipes on here, guys. So Em's been keeping all these guys happy, all eating away. He's lovely Angus. Well done, Em. Actually, my dad's just on now. Must have just taken over just to feed the new cattle that were coming in. And we are nearly finished for the day. Steady day, really. Just a bit of feeding up. like I said, Richard called in earlier, which was nice, and we did another one of our TikTok lives, which I'm quite liking actually. It's quite nice to just instantly reply to people's questions. Might have to be something that we do a little bit more, because there's nothing like showcasing farming when it's live, because people can't claim that we're doing things that we're not doing, or we're not showing things that aren't there, and you know what I mean. Anyway, so yeah, might be something we have to do a bit more of. So just shutting these guys up now for tonight, the extra safety gates in case some escape. She's taming the wild cows before we go home. The two Highlands are really tame, but the others, well, as you can see, don't come anywhere near until Em's right out of the way, and I'm stood right out of the way. If we both went there, it would scare them. They're getting a bit closer to you, Em, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do you reckon you'll have them tamed soon?
One
Do you reckon?
day. Come straight up.
Do you reckon you can stroke them?
You come with my ones, it's the lions, they're wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get there. Just tried to tame those cows, which, fingers crossed, she'll get there with
Step
them.
closer.
They'll be her best friend in the next month or so. But you've done a bit of feeding, haven't you?
Yeah, fed up.
On the TM, she's been going round feeding. Dad's been giving you a little hand, hasn't it? I don't know if he's been helping or hindering, but
It's alright. It's alright.
he's done that. We've had Richard here with Richard, Mr. B Farmer, Yorkshire Farmer.
Something like that.
Mr. B Yorkshire Farmer, that's it,
the
on
man.
TikTok. That's the man. He's been here to see us. But yeah, it's about time that we called it a day. Em got on a bike and pedal powered it home.
Yep.
So yeah, probably see you tomorrow, guys. I don't know what Em's doing. We'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, if you like it, please subscribe and like and comment. You know the score.
That's it.
See you later.